Hello everyone, welcome back. This is a field from the other day where we had plowed and had the cover crop regrowth pretty bad in, and we done the knockdown pass over it, and you can see it's helped it a lot. Now what we're going to do is, in this corner right here, we're going to plant potatoes. So I'm going to take the disc, and I've got it set a little more aggressive, and instead of knocking it down, we're going to start working on that seed bed. And I'm going to go over it once with an aggressive setting, and then I'll straighten the disc gangs out and make it a less aggressive section or setting, and then I'll smooth it up. So that's what we're going to do today. We get done here, we're going to go work on our first field for corn planting. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to disc it on down, get it ready for the field cultivator, where we can run through it one time, smooth it up, put our broadcaster fertilized, put our field cultivator back in it, and we'll be ready to plant. So we'll get started here and see how it goes. So here we go. Okay, we've got over that our first time really cutting it down. Now what we're going to do, when I go over it the first time, I split it. In other words, if the edge of the disc runs right here this time, I'm going to put the center of the disc on that the next time. So I'm actually cutting it twice. But we're going to adjust our disc to a milder setting, and then we'll single cut it and just smooth it down. And this will be ready for, we'll probably use a rototiller on this before we plant the potatoes, just to break these clods on down, because this is kind of quick and dirty on this particular spot. I've got to get to, like I said, get that corn ground ready, so we're going to spend a little more time with it. But let's get this adjusted and run back over it and see what it looks like. Okay, we've got this little field knocked down. You can see it's reduced down pretty good. See how much smoother it is than this over here. That's 2 passes over it with the disc. And like I said, we'll probably run the rototiller over it, just smooth it in real good, and then we'll plant our potatoes. So hopefully we'll get that done this coming week. So that's ready for fertilize and final. One more step, we could plant them right now. We could go through and lay off the potatoes and drop our seed pieces in, cover them up, be good to go on our potatoes. So each crop's a little different. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But that's ready, so we're going to move on to our first planting of corn ground and start getting it ready. Okay, we are back to this field. This will be our first planting of corn, and all we've done to it's moldboard plowed it and run over it one time with the disc, and you can see kind of what the ground looks like. So what we're going to try to do is reduce it down as much as we can with the disc, smooth it up, reduce these clods down, and get it ready for the field cultivator and the drag behind it to smooth up for the planter to run. Now, as a rule of thumb, the smaller your seed, the finer consistency you need your soil. In other words, you need to reduce it down more. Potato seed pieces are this big. Our corn's this big. So we want that ground finer and finer so we get good soil to seed contact. As a rule of thumb, the smaller the seed pieces, the smaller you want your soil particles pre-plant. So we're going to try to get this a little better shape. Of course, we'll go over it again. There'll be a couple more steps before the planter after the disc. So let's get started. Okay, we've got over this. We've got it we're ready for the field cultivator and the drag now. What we'll do is go over it one time with the field cultivator and the drag, broadcast fertilized, go back over it with field cultivator, and then we'll go to planting. So it worked down pretty good. Camera's running, or battery's running low on the camera, so I didn't get a lot of footage of it. But I'm gonna make my end wrap and get out of here, get loaded up. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll know when we put something up. See a video you like, give it a thumbs up. If you got a question or a comment, please do so. I may do another video answering, replying to the comments. Folks seem to enjoy that, so we may do another one of those this weekend. So till later, till next time, take care of yourself. Bye.